So we have here Dr. Mudassir Mushtaq and Dr. Vikram Muded, leading stroke neurologist from Narayana Health City, Bangalore. So we'll start with Dr. Mudassir Mushtaq about what is stroke.
Hi everyone, I am Dr. Mudassir, working as interventional neurologist at Mazumdar Shah Medical Center, Narayana Health City. In simple terms, I will define stroke as the loss of function of some part of the brain. This loss of function can be due to blockage of the blood vessel and loss of the blood flow to that part of the brain, or this can be due to the rupture of the blood vessel and leakage of blood into the brain. Most important cause of stroke in our this part of the world is the blockage of the blood vessel, which accounts for 85 to 90% of the strokes, whereas the hemorrhagic stroke accounts for only 10 to 15% of stroke cases in our part of the world. Hemorrhagic stroke, the most important cause is an aneurysmal bleed, which is due to the weakness in the vessel wall of the intracranial blood vessels, which are prone to rupture.
So that was a very simple and nice explanation by Dr. Mudassir. Now we move on to the symptoms of stroke and its management and treatment aspect by from Dr. Vikram Muded.
Okay, the symptoms of stroke can be remembered by mnemonic B fast. B for balance problem, I for eye problem, there may be double vision, blurred vision. Fast for facial asymmetry, if you smile, one side of the face goes to other side. A for arm weakness, S for speech disturbance, T for time to rush to stroke ready hospital. So if you have these symptoms or if you see someone having this symptom, you need to rush the patient to stroke ready hospital, because the treatment, if given early, the patient will have significant better outcome. So what are this treatment of stroke? So earlier there was no treatment for stroke, so we used to give medicines only. Now there are various options available for stroke treatment. For example, if a ischemic stroke patient, if he comes within 4 hours time, we can give clot buster injection, or some patients up to 24 hours, if a big vessel is blocked, in selected cases we can go inside the artery and remove the clot out. So this is about the ischemic stroke. Whereas a hemorrhagic stroke, as Dr. Mudassir told, it is because of the brain aneurysms where there is a ballooning of blood vessels of the brain. Without, from inside only, we can put a small tube inside the aneurysm and fill it with coils. So these are all the various treatments available for two types of stroke.
So that was a very simplified version and very nicely explained by Dr. Vikram to us about the symptoms and the management of stroke. Now moving to another aspect which is very important of stroke, that is prevention of stroke. How can we prevent a stroke from happening to us or to our loved ones? So we move again to Dr. Mudassir for the same.
For prevention of stroke, we broadly divide this prevention thing into two things. One is the primary prevention for those individuals who never had a stroke, and one is the secondary prevention for those individuals who already had a stroke and we want to prevent the stroke second time not to happen in these individuals. For primary prevention, we have to first control the risk factors. The risk factors, well known risk factors for stroke are hypertension, diabetes, dyslipidemias, obesity, sedentary lifestyle, smoking and alcohol. So we have to focus on all these factors. We have to control our blood pressure, we have to control our blood sugars, we have to check if someone is diabetic, he has to monitor his blood sugars daily and take appropriate medicines and dietary precautions whatever are prescribed by his doctor. And he has to, anyone who has smoking, he has to stop smoking. Smoking is very important risk factor not only for ischemic stroke but also for hemorrhagic stroke also. And for lipids, he has to we need to have a proper diet, less in cholesterol, and we need to have a proper physical exercise. Daily we should have at least 30 to 40 minutes brisk walk at least 5 days in a week. Further, for secondary prevention, in addition to the first things we do for the primary prevention, we have to first take some blood thinners for to prevent these patients to have another stroke. Most important blood thinner is antiplatelets we usually give if there is an atherosclerotic disease, and anticoagulants for cardiac patients if they have a cardioembolic stroke.
So there is one more thing where we need to test for the prevention of stroke is the carotid stenosis or intracranial stenosis. If during routine checkup, if everyone concentrates more on the heart, but we need to do carotid Doppler, because that is the one which will tell. It is a simple test. It is a simple ultrasound test where we can see whether the blood flow to the brain is blocked or not. If it is blocked, we can give medicines, or in some cases we can put a stent and open the artery.
So with this brief introduction, we hope that we would be able to prevent strokes as far as possible, and if they do occur, we would be able to take timely action to prevent the devastating consequences of the same. Thank you, and wish you a very healthy and happy future life.